The 4 best exercises to restore your balance. Hi, my name is Doug. I've been a physical therapist for 30 years and I specialize in helping people with balance problems learn to walk again. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 exercises that take 8 minutes every day to do that can help you restore your balance. Okay, so now we're going to do tandem standing or heel to toe standing. What you're going to do is put one foot in front of the other and then simply let go of the chair. Now for a lot of people, this is difficult. In fact, you might be losing your balance right now. Grab onto the chair. The goal for any of us is to be able to do this for 20 seconds with each leg forward, with 20 seconds with the left leg forward, 20 seconds with the right leg forward. It's not as easy as it looks, and if you're really struggling, there's a number of things you can do to make this easier. And you want to make it easy enough that you can actually do the exercise. You don't want to make this impossible. If you have to grab the whole time, I suggest you spread your feet apart just a little bit. Having a couple inches between your feet really makes it easier. So if doing that, you're still wiggling around, but you're able to do it, then do it this way. But if you're not struggling, definitely go heel to toe and then just try to go for time, for 20 seconds. I know I'm not doing it for 20 seconds right now, but you at home, you can use the clock that you're seeing on the screen and then try to do this for 20 seconds on each leg. That's your goal. But I don't expect most people to be able to do that right off the bat. This is one of the best lower level balance challenge activities. I usually say standing on one leg is the best exercise, but for a lot of people that are struggling, this is the best exercise. Now, if you're really having a problem right now, you can spread your feet apart. You can also put one finger on here just to give you a little confidence. You can also put 2 fingers or your whole hand, but I want you to try to let go more and more. Even if you just do this, that's fine. That's an improvement. The longer you do that, the better you're going to be. The longer you can let go and not hold on, the better. The closer your feet are, the better. Okay, and keep shifting back and forth. I think we're all done with this exercise and we're ready to move on to the next exercise. Okay, our next exercise is backward stepping. To do backward stepping, we're just going to turn and then just take a couple of steps backwards. The whole time my hand is on the chair, I'm not letting go of the chair. And I am lifting my feet off the ground. If you're not lifting your feet off the ground, if you're just shuffling, that's fine if you want to do it that way. But you'll get more benefit if you lift your feet off the ground. So you might have to grab the chair more. But some people that might be too hard, and that's fine. If it's too difficult, just do it the way you can do it, because I'm sure it's going to benefit you just to practice going backwards. Why does backwards walking help us? There's a lot of studies that have shown this is one of the best exercises to improve your balance. But why? Well, one of the things is when you practice going backwards, you're actually improving your forward motion. Anything that you practice in reverse uses more regions of your brain, and it actually makes that skill better. It makes the programming better. It makes you learn more how to do it because it forces you to really think about doing it in reverse. But the other thing is it helps us because when you're walking forward, you actually do need to walk backwards, even if you think you don't. When you look at someone going through their day, they're in their kitchen, their bathroom, their bedroom, they're definitely taking a step backwards every so often. And some people, I think they really avoid that. They really purposely only walk forward because they're so afraid of walking backward. But if they do walk backward, it actually makes them more stable. But the other thing is when you're walking forward, if you encounter something like somebody bumping into you or something in your way, being able to take a step backward actually improves your balance and makes it less likely that you'll fall. So if you're doing good, you can let go, but if not, hold on. I think we're ready for our next exercise. Okay, our next exercise is single leg stand. So you're going to grab the chair, shift all your weight to one leg, lift the other leg up, and then try to let go. This is a hard exercise. The goal is to try to stand for 20 seconds on each leg. And when I'm standing on this leg, my knee is slightly bent. You don't want to do it with your knee too extended. Now, honestly, this is one of the hardest exercises in my program. This is the one that I think benefits people the most, and I think this is the one that all seniors, people who've had strokes and Parkinson's, they should practice this as much as they can, because you want to maintain this ability to stand on one leg. The reason is because when you're walking, when you're going about your day, if you can't stand on one leg and something challenges your balance, it's very likely that you'll fall, because there are times when one leg is off the ground that we encounter soft ground substance or something in our way or something bumps into us, and that's when we lose our balance, when we're standing on one leg but we don't really have good balance. The reason that people shuffle is because they can't do this. They can't safely and confidently stand on one leg. So you want to practice it with this chair in front of you, because it makes it safer and allows you to regain that ability. Now, the most important thing when you're standing on one leg is the weight shift. And so what you should be practicing is using the chair to shift your hips over the foot that you're standing on. If you're struggling right now, if when you lift the other leg up, you're right away falling back, it's because you're not shifting your weight enough. Watch how much I'm shifting watch my shoulders and my hips as I go my other leg. There's quite a distance that I travel to shift my weight over and balance. We just have a couple more of these to do. And I think we're ready for our next exercise. Our next exercise is called heel to toe walking backwards. So this is just like heel to toe walking, although we're going to be walking backwards when we're doing it. So I'm going to put one foot behind the other, touching my toe to my heel, taking about 2 steps, turning around, and then walking back in the other direction. I'm holding onto the chair, but you can definitely do this without holding on if your balance is good enough. And my knees are slightly bent while I'm doing it. Now, if you're tired after you've done that a couple times, by all means, take a rest. You can sit down and take a rest. If this is too hard, you can just go forward and do it. But let me explain why I'm giving you this exercise. Whenever you do something backwards, you have to use more regions of your brain to do that same action. So it actually helps you improve a skill. So any skill you have that you're doing forward, if you reverse the skill, if you do it backwards, like backwards walking, you're actually making the forward walking better because it's practicing that same skill but in reverse. You're actually using all the same muscles, but it just takes a lot more effort to do it in reverse. The same as saying the alphabet forward versus saying the alphabet backwards. You got to really think to do it backwards. The same is true for backwards walking or backwards walking heel to toe. So it helps you improve your balance by basically bringing more regions of the brain into the movement. But the other thing is, it does throw your balance off a lot, so it's a great way to challenge your balance. You can definitely do this, other places, like in your kitchen. You can practice next to your countertop, or if you have a rail somewhere or a good wall that you feel safe holding onto. You can do it that way too, but I think for these exercises, it's just great to do it right in front of the chair. Okay, we're just about done with this exercise, and we're going to move on to our next exercise. I hope you found this video helpful. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. If you would like more help with your balance, look in the description for a link to a course I created that can help anyone improve their balance at home.